I have not done anything wrong. I have not broken any laws. I have not violated any IRS rules or regulations, and I have not provided false information to this or any other congressional committee.
So that was about a year ago. Lois Lerner protesting her innocence about the targeting of conservative groups by the IRS. And that statement, according to Republicans, has her in hot water. She went on to plead the fifth in 2 different hearings, refusing to answer questions about her role. Today, Congress is set to vote on whether to hold her in contempt. Will that happen? Jason Chaffetz, congressman out of Utah on the House Judiciary Committee with me now. And good morning to you. Will it happen today?
Yeah, late this afternoon. Lois Lerner, for somebody who says that she wanted to remain silent, certainly did an awful lot of talking. We also know that she went and spoke to the other branch of government. Again, as many have pointed out on our side of the aisle, she waived her Fifth Amendment rights. When she made those statements, as you just played on the air, we have a right to question her about those statements.
So
it's
if you hold her,
straightforward.
If you hold her in contempt, it's referred to the Department of Justice, right? And Eric Holder could do nothing.
We have a variety of other tools, and I'm not at liberty to talk about those, but believe me, we have thought that through. We're not just going to let go of this. You can't just have this executive branch say that they will continue to do nothing. We hold her in contempt of Congress. That is a very serious charge. These things are not optional in this country.
If you have other tools, are you still in contact with her attorneys? Is there some sort of negotiation still underway?
I wouldn't necessarily refer to it as a negotiation. I know the staff has their telephones open there. They can call and communicate, send us letters in any way, shape, or form. But this has been going on for more than 10 months now. I will also note that later on, early evening tonight, we're going to be debating a resolution offered by Jim Jordan out of Ohio. It's a good resolution. I co-sponsored it. It says the Attorney General really should appoint a special prosecutor or a special investigator, I should say, to look into this. Appoint somebody who's truly independent to come in and try to get to the bottom of this. That would be ideal. And we're going to debate that tonight, and then have a vote on that probably tomorrow.
Sorry for the interruption, but you wanted a select committee on Benghazi, and you've gotten it. And now you want a select committee on the IRS as well. Is that right?
Well, I'm not saying necessarily a select committee. I'm saying some sort of special prosecutor that the Attorney General would identify. We obviously have needs to make sure that that person is independent, has unfettered access to help get to the truth. All we're trying to do, Bill, is get to the truth. I don't know exactly where it goes, but that's our process. That is the Constitution in motion. That is the checks and balances that the legislative branch is supposed to be providing. But it totally breaks down if you're going to have the Attorney General in the White House just say, no, 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 don't look at us, nothing wrong here. Clearly, there's something fundamentally wrong. Benghazi, Fast and Furious, IRS, I mean, we got a long list.
Well, you ticked off a number there, but what Democrats are saying, this is all political. And they're saying you're doing this, I think the one phrase yesterday was to get ratings.
No.
Well, and here is a Democratic congressman from Massachusetts saying something similar. I just want to listen to it and get you to respond to this comment.
It looks political. You leave this beltway here, and people who are watching this. It looks like it's a political process, pure and simple. Aimed at trying to appeal to the red meat. He's throwing some red meat to the political base, but the facts don't seem to matter.
And you would say what on that, sir?
The facts do matter. I'm sure politically they don't like it because it tends to be embarrassing for them. But remember, when the IRS thing first happened, it was the President of the United States that went to the microphone and said that he was going to get to the bottom of this. It was the Attorney General who went before the American people and said that they were going to dive deep and investigate this, and that they had an open investigation. It wasn't just some crazy, House Republicans saying that. It was the administration as well. But we haven't gotten to the truth. We haven't gotten to the bottom of it. And if Lois Lerner is going to come before Congress and say she did nothing wrong, she didn't break any rules, she didn't do anything, well, then we have a right to question her about that. She didn't plead the fifth. She made statements, and we want to question her about that.
We're asking our viewers at home or at the office, wherever they're working today, what they think will come of this IRS investigation. In 20 seconds or less, what do you think will come of it?
Well, I think we've clearly demonstrated we have roughly 300 or so organizations out there that were prohibited from moving forward and exercising their First Amendment rights. That's not right. The IRS has a heavy hand on both sides of the aisle. We should be pursuing that and making sure that it's not a political organization.
Jason Chaffetz, thank you. We'll see if the contempt vote happens today, as you said. Later today, it's expected. Thank you, sir, for coming back today. All right. Martha, what's next?